Yeah, so I said, the problem is that the people didn't know how like messed up the civilian war was with like different personality and different individuals. And then they didn't know how weird the military can get with like the same different personalities and different individuals around the social. What they assume is the norm is not the norm, and then true what they don't. Yeah, all sorts of stuff that's like not weird. And then through the all of it, it creates the error. No, because that thing's been doing that stuff since like 2 years directly. Yeah, from like one group to the next, but at the same time, you could tell that they're somewhat thoroughly connected because of the fact that they were able to somewhat have access to like a special research. That's way to like doing a light detector system for like the brain, yeah, to go off on light to into my offense specific. It's just that when they did it to me specifically, I yeah, they didn't give me no warning and nothing like that. Myself. By the time I was at the end of it, especially I determined that it was too dangerous and that there was no point into it. Especially aside from just like intentionally passing off the radio like some random dude, just because of the fact that you're from a different race, especially like you have a different view, so they get to exploit the system for like the tiniest thing that might be related to pornography, but not really to like the real story with the real person that you wish to see. Because their story themselves might differ on, especially because I said again. I had prostitution within my own family over there. But like I understood where some of the people came from or what they were doing on the side over there. Which allows you to like go off and like open up your mind and like be much more tolerant towards things like marijuana, other things around, especially it's just like going like straight up just pure religion. I'm gonna go off for like past divine retribution into the world over here, but going to like be a crazy psychopath that ended up poisoning a whole bunch of innocent people worldwide, including children. At this point over here, yeah, there was just like there was like no point to the justice. It's like, what is the point of the justice at this point? Yeah, it was just aside from like, the only way I pinpointed the justice itself was back to like billions must die. So once you involve billions must die over here, then eventually you have a troll group inside the federal system over here that's engaged into like a global mass genocide event. Yeah, to meant to wipe off kill billion people, especially by intentionally trolling them. Into things that's like so dumb, and they're actually somehow convincing them to go off like poisoning themselves with things that are like harmful to my body permanently for the rest of my life. I almost lost that life for my just because of the fact that the same group of that's supposed to have every hotel, just like this dude that go off and post at the lobby hotel. Yeah, we'll go off and like pinpoint that micro weapon into my arm over. No, so after I studied them, I determined that they were complete garbage as like human beings over there. Not this guy over there. But their type of was like absolute garbage into my thing specific. And then eventually whatever they were doing lost meaning in time, and they eventually just turned to like absolute evil. Yeah, just like all funds that's way to like no, because initially I caught them in Brazil. So I just like copying off of me. So I had to like go off and put down the technology and not touch nothing for like 2 years. Until I made it into Thailand, I was like, here, get out of Thailand. So like, eventually the Chinese government over here cannot study you, no get idea, like gaming logic, a gaming system for like their own military that's like so far backward. So they go off and like copy me while I'm developing my private security layout on my machine factory, on my industry itself. So I don't go off and feed some random crazy, batshit insane old military general that don't go off and like someone impress the CCP party or something like that. Yeah, so I said they give me the weirdest bunch of like the mentally ill. It was like ex-senior leadership. What's up? Right. Well, again, now these dudes can't take me since I have a course. Tomorrow I'm be out in Utah over there, even though they count my $0 in my pocket over there. What's up? I already make plans to go for like be in Utah over there for like the next month. Nah, I just like the fact that they always try to like go off and like count my dollars. By the time they think I got $0 in my bank account over there. Somehow the same thing we've been doing over the last 4 years directly. I've been doing the same. I have not changed at all. I've been doing this stuff with my eyes closed, just like going to sleep and then with you watching the worst out of the worst. So we go off and count my dollars, go off and cry for me that I got no money, and then next thing you know, by the time next month comes, I see next month again, the month afterward, the month afterward, the month afterward, the month afterward, the month afterward. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost as if like my life over there is imbalanced, minus the imbalance over here. That's introduced by like extra people that go off for like put it up on themselves that they deserve to be inside my story. We have to go off for like somewhat manifest inside my brain over here. Yeah, so I could go off and waste my extra fucking brain cells to go off and like fucking I don't know, have them inside my creative domain over here to go off and like think about them into my own special. So I get to rest the light spectrum inside my brain over here to go off like magnetize the existence of these like dumbass people. At least some of them are smart. So yeah, but I said especially the hoes that are coming out. I was like, oh my god! I was like, oh, go back to like your fucking closet or some shit like that. Yeah, I said nah. Initially I felt bad for the hoe. Then I was like, nah. I said, don't feel bad for the hoe. I said again, that could have been your 12-year-old black son over here. They could have done that too, just because of the fact that they were peer pressure on, especially. We're going around put poison inside your little boy's cup, make your boy fucking go off and puke and shit himself. Go off and have him turn mad, go crazy, and then eventually have him go off and be molested by like dudes around the space. So then he could go off and like fucking get addicted to drugs. Go off and like let time pass by and be passed on the phone. I said, what the fuck is wrong with this people? I was like, wow. I said, what was the point? No, because I said initially the point of the United States was to make sure that people will reform, they get off welfare, and they go off and they be the most productive you can imagine. But here I was at the end of the system over here. Yeah, tried to turn me into a mass shooter, a mass killer, or somebody that would just go out down and like beat down a female or want to kill her or something like that. Yeah, and what even a mass shooting, I'm like, wow, there's a system like that that's trying to like go off and like implement that just because of the fact that they got a dyke as like a special agent or something. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, can the bitches at least finish up a case or something like that? So yeah, so I could get it up inside a car, so and then instead of the dyke just going on with the case here and just like try to like go off and like see nothing or see something, the dyke decided to go off like play. We're gonna make sure that you get into a fight with females, so you don't ever go off and like think about females being nude inside your own head over here ever again in your life. So we're gonna go off and make sure that you can go off like every time you see a female, you just go off and rage and hate, and then finally go off like how a female. Yo, you're big bad feminist stuff over there. Yeah, that guy inside my head over here. What's up? Mr. Big Bad. I'ma protect the females over here with the Yazidi girls and all that stuff. What's up? Let me go off and make sure that you're over there, you going crazy, and there is somewhere we call you perverted or pedophile, and there is somewhere in there we're gonna make sure you're gonna go off and like stab or kill a female, or go off and become a crazy school shooter. Because the fact that that's what my Romeo boyfriend is telling me, that nerds like you that are watching violent anime. We go off like, yeah, also I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Why is this crap? Yeah, why is this crap inside my federal government? That's supposed to be much more professional. Why do I have like young little girls? Yeah, inside a granny over there, it's like 60-year-old. That should have known better. Going up to like use the system over here to go off and place to the moon. And by the time the clowns are done over here, what's up? I said, my nigga, don't even take this shit on. What's up? Yeah, focusing on technology in the system. Go off and build the callus. Yeah, start building the early blueprint of the callus, revision the chemistry system that I need to revise on, especially because I'm gonna go off and like I have to like create a process, a unique system to go off and bond chemicals on, especially like. Because you have to understand, I'm not just bonding stuff to go off and make a 3-dimensional system with it. I'm actually using an entire circuit that has not been produced yet to go off and produce it on my own until like all sketches, and then go off and improvise and then manufacture the circuit that's going to create another circuit that will then create a circuit with it. Yeah, it's fun stuff on my end over here. That forever produce work for me, especially within the new design of like the tolerance level and like the statistics that I create. Or some of the robotic system, and then we try to get to that, go off and like dump it on the ground. So that's what I ever need to focus on, especially on something like whatever that is. We have that simp hijack my story to go off and make it about hoes. I want to spill that nigga so badly. No, because I remember yesterday I was in the brothel over here chilling with like so many mothers. Yeah, they're like pretty cool and like around my age and stuff like that. And then eventually, today that guy over there tried to go off and make sure, yeah, that I can't even take my face public no more until my office for sale. So I told that dude over here, like, you know, watch the little stack on me over there. I said, while you over there, I said, go off and be miserable. And like, I'll go off and I say, meet me. Yeah, nigga got me over hoods or something. Well, I materialized with shit that's here to like fucking Man Kingdom being threatened by like Bloods and Pool, or like demon worshippers, gun violence, around the special that go off. Like maybe someone become one with the energy of the electromagnetic storm somewhere in the universe into my office facility, and they go off and become one with the sword. Yeah, to like all existence that exists as a legend inside the earth itself, or all Omega Genesis Alphas into my things for so yeah, I said again. Yeah, time I will never get back in my life with them. So I see that white hair. Yeah, I went from 35 to 38 right here. Myself, 2 years of my fucking life that I can't ever fucking get back. Wasted on like a whole bunch of fucking idiots from Asia all the way down to the United States. I just can't get the fucking message. Bit it already. That's about